Good morning, friends. Today we are discussing about income tax 2. In income tax 1, we have covered two units. I mean, income from salary, income from household. After 5 hits, income tax 2 covers 3 units. Number 1, income from business and profession. Number 2, income from capital gain. Number 3, income from other sources. Today just we go through all the units, only theoretical aspects. So first unit, income from business and profession. Let us discuss what is the meaning of business and profession. It is a known fact, business is nothing but just sale, exchange, or transfer of goods from one person to another person. Through that, they are earning the profit. That profit attracts the tax. That is called business. While calculating the income from business, we have follow the prescribed format. How to calculate the income from business? Where the income and expenditure account is given, we have to follow the format given in the Income Tax Act. The format I have given the simplest form. Take profit as per profit and loss account, then add those expenditure or those non-business expenditure already deducted in the profit and loss account. Again add which are the business incomes not included in the profit and loss. Again less which are the incomes already included in the profit and loss account not belongs to business. That means non-business incomes. Less which are the expenses, I mean business expenses not deducted in the profit and loss account. We are getting the object profit for tax. I told in the class the list of incomes not included non-business incomes, non-business expenses, business incomes, business expenses. According to that, you have to follow the format to calculate the income from business. For example, business expenses, wages paid, business expenses, income tax paid, non-business expenses, sales tax paid, business expenses, excise duty, non-business expenses. Like that, I gave you in the class the list of inadmissible or non-business expenses. Like that, incomes, business incomes. Business incomes includes, for example, dividend from the company's investment, dividend on investments, not a business expenses. So business income is nothing but which are the income derived from the business. For example, sales profit. Okay, and many business incomes are included in the format. Ultimately, we are getting the taxable business expenses. So first we are familiar with the list of inadmissible expenses and inadmissible income, admissible expenses, and inadmissible incomes. That will be followed according to the format. This is the outcome of income from business. So next one is profession. So let us discuss the meaning of profession. Profession is nothing but any profession meant for earning the livelihood. Example, according to syllabus, we have only three members, three professions. Number one, doctors, lawyers, and chartered accountants. These are all the professional incomes. In addition to that, we have to know the meaning of vocation, profession, and vocation. So without knowing the difference between profession and vocation, it is very difficult to teach. So what is the meaning of vocation? Vocation means in addition to the regular work, they are doing some extra work. Through that, they are earning the profit. That is called vocation. Take for example, cinema actors. Some of the actors are an employee of the bank or some other officers. When they are free, they are going to do action. Take for example, Bank Janathan, who is a bank employee acting as a cinema actress. Cinema acting is a vocation, bank is a profession. So as a lecturer who is doing tuition, that is also a vocation. So in addition to that, vocation includes drawing, singing, music, dance, drama, whatever it may be. In addition to the profession, they are earning extra income when they are free. That is called the vocation. So profession, how to calculate the income from profession or the income tax? Here also, there are two options. I gave you the clause, the format of how to calculate the professional income. For that purpose, we have two options. Where they are given income and expenditure account, we have to follow the format of business. Same format. I mean, a profit as per profit and loss account and business incomes not included in the profit and loss account and which are the incomes and expenses not included in the profit and loss account. Like ultimately, we are going to get the income from profession. So where they are given a receipt and payment account, it is very simple form. Very carefully have to check up whether they are given income and expenditure account or payment account. If they are given receipt and payment account, we have to follow the other format. Take all the professional receipt first, out of which all professional expenses will be deducted. Ultimately, we are getting the taxable professional income. So this is the format. So here also we are going to classify the professional income and professional expenses, and non-professional expenses are excluded from this. Non-professional incomes also excluded from this. Only we have to consider professional income minus professional expenses. Ultimately, we are going to get the income from profession. So this is, you are getting two problems. One from income from business, another one from income from profession, either chartered accountant or lawyer or doctor. You have 15 marks. For 5 marks, also one problem from business, one more problem from profession. So 2 marks also, 4 questions appear in the same concept. Be careful. So where income and expenditure account is given, you have to follow the business format. Where receipt and payment account is given, you have to follow the receipt minus payments. Payments means expenses. Okay, that is most important for you. You will perfect on that, which are professional income and professional expenses. Remaining all non-professional income and expenses will be excluded from the list. So next unit, income from capital gain. Second unit, what is capital gain? Let us discuss what is the meaning of capital gain. Capital gain is nothing but just sold or transfer or exchange of any fixed assets from one person to another person. We are getting the income from that. That is called capital gain. Capital gain is a gain which is arises out of exchange, transfer, or sale of property from one person to another person. Like for example, the building purchased in the year 2000, 2 lakh rupees. In 2020, they have sale at rupees 20 lakhs. The difference of these two is the income from profession. Income from profession that will attract the tax. Here, how to calculate the income from capital gain? There are two types of assets. One is long-term assets. Second one is short-term assets, or else long-term capital assets, short-term capital assets. Long-term capital asset is an asset which are possessed by the individual more than 3 years. More than 3 years, all such assets is called as long-term capital assets. Short-term capital assets, which are the assets possessed by individuals less than 3 years, is called short-term capital assets. Whereas in the case of shares, only 1 year. So the assessee possessing only 1 year, that is treated as short-term assets. More than 1 year, that is treated as long-term capital assets. So that also, first we have to calculate, determine whether the asset is long-term or short-term capital assets. Unless otherwise, it is very difficult to calculate the capital gain from long-term or short-term. So how to calculate? So for long-term capital assets, we have to calculate the indexed cost of purchase. For that, I gave you the beautiful formula for calculation of indexed cost from the date of purchase and the date of sale. According to that formula, we have to calculate indexed cost. That will applicable only for long-term capital assets. For short-term capital assets, we are not calculate the indexed cost. So that